We are less than 1 hour away from finding out exactly how much Terra Luna Classic Binance is actually going to burn. What has the volume done over the last 10 days? And what will this mean for Luna Classic going forward? Now, hopefully we are going to see some pretty interesting moves, but there is a few things we do need to be mindful and remember when it comes to these burns. So if that's something you are interested in finding out more about, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. We just broke 12,000 subscribers. Our next goal, 15,000. So be part of the 2-bit crew. Also leave a like on this video so that everybody can see what's going on and how we are changing this space in crypto. And let's dive into this video. So I've got a spreadsheet here that I want to come back and talk to you about in just a second. But ultimately, we have the Binance to implement the Terra Classic burn mechanism on trading fees. Now, this is incredibly well documented. Everybody's been talking about this since it got released. But the few important bits that we need to talk about is when are we going to see this burn? It says here trading fees on Lunac spot and margin trading pairs that are collected in tokens other than Lunac, USDT, BUSD and BNB will be converted to Lunac with the real-time exchange rates on Binance every Monday at 0.00000 UTC. Now, my assumption is that that is this morning in less than an hour. Now, it could be some crazy world in which it happens in 24 hours time, but we're hoping we are going to see it this morning, and that will be in real term. There's a couple of really interesting things. For those of you that join my live stream, we are going to put our tinfoil hats on in just 1 second, but the first batch of trading fees on Lunac spot and margin pairs will be burned, will be calculated from the 21st of September at midnight to the 1st of October at 23:59:59, which is when the end of the trading day finishes. The fee rebate on Lunac spot and margin trading pairs towards Binance Spot Liquidity Provider Program for the period of 21st/09 at midnight to the 27th/09 will be excluded from the burn amount. So we do need to take that into account, that we are actually only going to see from the 27th up until the 2nd. So we are actually only going to see 6 days. Now, whether we will see the total amount or whether we will just get this burn, I am not sure. We are obviously going to have to wait and see, but it's important because a lot of people are saying, well, it's going to be a 10-day burn. It is, albeit the first few days will be removed from that. So we're not going to see quite as much as I think we would maybe have hoped. Now, looking at my chart, now these are the volumes from the last 10 days from the dates specifically on the Binance platform, only on the spot trading fees. Now, if we were doing the total 10 days, we're in around this price. The current price is currently 34102, so we can just change that slightly. And we're in at a prediction of 11 billion Luna Classic burnt on the spot trading fees if this was based on the previous 10 days. Now, what we do need to say is it's only going to be based on the previous 6 days. So we can take these 3 out here. Does drop us down to potentially about 8.5 billion Luna Classic burn on the spot trading fees. Now, we do need to take the margin trading and we do need to take today's, which has actually been a really strong day, well over $1.1 billion you can see there. So my prediction was between 10 and 13 billion is what we're going to see for these burns, and I still stand by that. I still think we're not going to be far off when they come through. Like I said, looking at the action today, we're up 7%. 3407 is the current price. We are moving a little bit. We've seen a couple of sells recently. Again, people obviously just getting a bit nervous in terms of what they're going to expect, but 181% up in volume. And here's the thing that I think a lot of people forget. Volume is buys and sells. The 1.2% burn tax is buys and sells. The spot trading fees are buys and sells. So even if the price does tank and people sell, we are still taking the fees from there. We are still taking the 1.2% on the Terra network. So we are still going to see some burns. It is still going to support it. And again, remember, the lower the price, the more Luna Classic coins we will burn in the long run. $2.1 billion market cap, 31st ranked cryptocurrency out there. So when we take a look at the price action on the 15-minute chart as we get ever nearer to hearing and getting these answers out, we did see for the last 45 minutes, we have minted some red candles. We are just finding this layer of consolidation ready to maybe move back up. Again, it's a real catch-22, I think, with this. A lot of people expecting it to move up in price. I personally thought we'd be knocking the door at the falls down. And I think, if anything, for me, this is a bullish sign. This is people are being sensible. People are waiting to see what the number is. What that number is going to be, we can only speculate right now. But in my view, If it's 10, 11, 12, 13 billion, I think we're going to see some price movement. I think we will definitely see people understand what it is, because don't forget, this is going to continue every single week, and we are going to get these burns regularly on a Monday. What it could create as well is a real move up to the price on a Monday, expecting a big burn, and then people selling off on the afterwards. So it's a real step into the unknown right now. But if you think of the fundamentals of what we've done, we've got the spot trading and margin trading fees from Binance on these two pairs that are going to burn Lunar Classic. So even if it's 4, 5, 6 billion, it's still burning Lunar Classic. It's still doing something that's never been seen before in crypto, and ultimately it is supporting the long-term goal of Lunar Classic. It just means we're going to take a little bit longer to get there. But I, for one, I'm excited. Don't forget, go and follow me on social media. I'm going to be bringing you the updates as and when, and as soon as this lands, we are going to be bringing it straight to you guys, so you have the most up-to-date information, so you can make the best decisions for your portfolios out there possible. And if you are invested in Lunar Classic and you want to stay up to date, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We talk about Lunar Classic every day, and we live stream every night, 9 p.m. GMT, bringing you the latest and greatest in crypto and Terra Lunar Classic. Leave a like on the video, guys. Not long now, and we're going to get these Binance burns, and I will see you in the next one.